boys and girls, students of Buddhist Sunday school and Dhamma classes, parents, grandparents who are teaching the young ones moral education, and teachers of Buddhist Sunday school, and also perhaps the preschool students who may be smart and are able to follow this simple story. Now we are going to have another story, a children's story with a moral. It is titled An Elephant for a Friend. And this story has important moral lessons, and we will look at the moral lessons after the end of the story. Now, as you can see here, this story involves various animals. The main character being the elephant. You have the lion, and not lion, the tiger, I think, in this story. And then you have the monkey, the fox, and maybe a few others as well. Now, the texts are in English and Malay, or Bahasa Malaysia. But the narration and explanation will be in simple English so that you can understand. Now, before we launch the PowerPoint, let me check the setup. It's okay. Now we will launch the PowerPoint. You see the first slide. An Elephant for a Friend. It's a children's story with a moral. But also parents and grandparents can learn about this story and tell the younger ones who may not have the opportunity to follow this presentation, right? Gajah untuk kawan, kisah kanak-kanak dengan akhlak. That is the lay explanation or title. Now let us go on to slide number 2. Slide number 2 starts the story. Now before that, let me take off my video. A lone elephant wandered the forest looking for friends. Now this elephant was by herself. So maybe she was feeling very lonely. She would wander all over the forest or jungle looking for some friends. If you find good friends, it will be a very good thing. The friends who are good can help you in many ways. But if you cannot find a good friend, you have to be patient. Do not get a bad friend. A bad friend can cause you harm and lead you into dangerous things. So it's better to walk alone if you are not able to find a good friend yet. So this elephant wants to find friends. Now let us go on to slide number 3. This is slide number 3. So wandering all over the forest, the first animal this elephant came across was a monkey. So when she met the monkey, she asked in a very gentle, nice way. We must speak with kindness and gentleness, isn't it? Will you be my friend, monkey? That's what she asked her. Of course, in these fables, the animals can talk, just like in Aesop's fables or Sankanchu or Jataka stories. So those are stories and fables. But the important thing is the moral lesson. The moral lessons that we can learn. So the monkey, you can see this elephant asking the monkey, and the monkey is always moving on, jumping, swinging from tree to tree. Now let us see what the monkey say. So we move to slide number 4 now. You are too big and cannot swing on trees as I do, so I cannot be your friend, said the monkey. This monkey so juicy, huh? So, because the elephant is not like the monkey, smaller in size and can swing from tree to tree, jumping from one branch to another branch. Elephant cannot do that. Elephant cannot go up the tree and swing, isn't it? It's big, heavy. So this monkey rejected the elephant, poor elephant. You see, I cannot be your friend. You cannot swing and jump like I do. So of course, the elephant felt a bit sad, but he walked away and started to look for other friends. Now let us go to slide number 5 now. The elephant then came across a rabbit and asked him if she could be his friend. So the next animal that the elephant met was a rabbit. Now you could see the animated image, right? Then the elephant asked, "Oh, rabbit, good morning. Can I be your friend?" Oh, very, very nice elephant, you know. Speaks gently, with great kindness, doesn't harm other people. Many good qualities. But an elephant is an elephant. It's bigger than most animals. It's heavier. It walks more slowly. But actually, an elephant can run also. But he normally walks slowly, plodding along. So now, do you think the rabbit would accept the elephant? Would he accept the elephant? Now let us look at the next slide, which is number 6 now. You are too big to fit inside my burrow. You cannot be my friend, replied the rabbit. Oh, you sad to say, the rabbit also rejected the elephant. He did not want her to be his friend. And what was the reason he gave? Too big, your body too big. You know, I stay in this called a burrow, a hole where you can go in and hide himself or sleep. You can't even go into my burrow. How can you be my friend? That is actually not a good reason, but that is the way the rabbit thought. So you can see from here that the rabbit rejected the elephant because of the size and his heaviness, perhaps. Not because the elephant was a bad elephant or cruel elephant or a harmful elephant or a fierce elephant that gets angry easily. No, not because of this reason, because of the big size. And then, of course, you see the rabbit are very active, running very fast here and there. So, what would happen to the poor elephant? Would any animal accept him for a friend? You can actually now read the Bahasa Malaysia version. So you can improve your Bahasa Malaysia also, isn't it? So now you see the rabbit has rejected the elephant. So now let us go on to slide number 7. Just now you already saw the elephant was rejected by the rabbit because the rabbit said the elephant could not go into the burrow, his home, right? So then he makes then she met a frog. Xinhua, is it? So again, very, very gently and with great kindness. Oh, frog, good morning. Can you be my friend, please? So she asked the frog to be her friend, right? So you can see a frog is always hopping or jumping, leaping. So this one is just to give you some animated images, right? Elephant, actually, some elephants can dance also, right? But anyway, what do you think the frog would say? So let us look on and go to slide 8 now. The frog said, "You are too big and heavy. You cannot jump like me. I am sorry, but you cannot be my friend." The same sort of reply like the other animals, like the rabbit. Remember just now? Oh, so sad, huh? So again, the frog rejected the elephant, not because of her character. She got a good character, very kind, gentle, but because the elephant was not like him, where he could jump, leap and go from place to place and like that. And because of that, so maybe the frog is thinking that a friend should be like him, to be able to do the things that he does. That's sort of reason. So again, the elephant was rejected by the frog, so he could not find a friend. Now what will happen to him? Let us go on to the next slide. Slide number 9 now. Number 9. So the elephant next approached a fox. Woolly. The fox, you have heard of the simile, as cunning as a fox, but we cannot actually say that all foxes are cunning, or this is a saying. Animals also of different types, they have their different characteristics and traits. Some are more fierce, some are very greedy, some are very active. All types, just like human beings. Even elephants also, some are very fierce, stubborn, but some are very gentle, friendly. So you have all types. So the elephant asked the fox, "Good morning, fox. Can I be your friend?" And she got the same reply, that she was too big. What did the fox say? "No, no, 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 no. I don't want you to be my friend. Your body is too big. You cannot do the things that I do. No, I don't want you as a friend." So poor elephant again was rejected. So many animals rejected him already. So what would he do? Did he become angry? Did he want to harm the others? No, he was a good elephant, very loving, being kind to other people. So he had to bear with the sadness and disappointment, but he had no ill will. He had no anger or hatred towards all the other animals. He just calmly accepted their replies. So let us see what would happen to this poor elephant. Let us go on to slide number 10 now. Then the night came already. He had already asked a few animals, so he went back to his home, or she is a female elephant. So she went back to her home, probably a small cave, right? Still nearby to the other animals, because it's the forest. The next day came. The sun rose, it was a bright day, and something very strange happened. All the other animals, the smaller animals particularly, they were all running and running, very frightened and in fear. Why? Why were they running? Whereas just the previous day, they were okay, right? Many of them met with the elephant. But now they were all running for their lives in great fear. So what actually is happening? You want to know the answer? Then we have to move to slide 11. So the elephant came out from her home, and then she also noticed the animals were all running, very frightened. So she walked along the path and came upon a bear. A bear big, brown color. In this case, you sometimes find a black bear. And in the North Pole, you have polar bears are white in color. They are very strong, big size, powerful, and actually it can be dangerous also. Bears have killed some hunters also, you see. So the elephant stopped the bear and asked what was happening. Say, oh bear, good morning. Why are all the animals running so fast? They're running away and I can see they are in great fear. What is the reason? Do you know? And the elephant was told that the tiger had been attacking all the animals. Now you have these other animals. Tiger is a ferocious, wild, and also bad temper sometimes, and can be very dangerous, violent, and can kill. And of course, the tiger would, would catch the hunt the smaller animals for the food. And then there have been cases of even man being eaten by tigers. When the tiger is hungry and cannot find food, he may go to a village nearby the forest and then kill a person for food. That's the nature of a tiger. So then the elephant realized, oh, my poor friends. She still regards all the rest as her friends, even though they didn't accept her. Now, they have been this tiger attacking all the animals. So what could she do now? Of course, elephant is also very strong. You see, different. It's rare that you have a tiger trying to eat an elephant. You normally eat the smaller animals. But the elephant, of course, it is herbivorous. It doesn't eat meat. Then the elephant will feed on the grass, and it likes to eat fruits like bananas and sugarcane. But in the forest, he will have to look for the certain types of leaves or plants or whatever. So now let us go on to number 12 now. So the elephant in the heart felt great compassion and metta for the other weak animals. So the elephant wanted to save the other weak animals. There will be no match for the tiger, all the other animals. Rabbit lah, fox lah, birds lah. So the elephant went to seek out the tiger. She was not afraid. So she went to meet the tiger. And then she made an appeal, very humble and very gentle again, very kind. Please, sir, leave my friends alone. Do not eat them. That's what she said to the tiger. Ask the tiger not to eat them. Say they are her friends. So ask the tiger to leave all these friends alone. So would the tiger agree? would agree to this request and go to another area to look for other animals. Maybe she might want to, the tiger might want to look for a snake. All right, so now let's go on to slide number 13. The tiger didn't listen and asked the elephant to mind her own business. So what did the tiger say? You shut up, right? You mind your own business. You are not the one that I'm eating. I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking the other animals and I want to eat some. So, the elephant was a bit sad to hear this. Then the tiger scolded the elephant. You, kepochi, you better mind your own business. Otherwise, I can attack you also, you know. He's just threatening me, but the elephant has strength, you know. So now, what would happen? So how would the elephant save her friends from the attack and the killing by the tiger? To know, you have to watch the next slide. Now, you know, the tiger belongs to the same family as the cat. So, but it doesn't say meow, it will roar. Or not, it will roar, it will make the type of very ferocious wild sound. So anyway, let us now go on to slide number 14 now. So the elephant thought to herself, oh, now I cannot prevent the tiger. He didn't want to listen to my appeal, not to attack my friends. So I have to use another possible method. The elephant is strong, so he went near the tiger. You could see this animation. Very difficult to find the image. So it gave the elephant a fantastic kick, you know. Oh, wow, the force was so great that tiger also got scared. Imagine if an elephant were to step over you, you could be crushed to death. Right? In zoos, you have seen people taking part in the show, the elephant show. So some volunteers, they will lie flat on the ground and a row of elephants will come and put their feet on the stomach of the people. But these are trained animals, so they won't press down. They just tap on the thing. Well, dangerous. I wouldn't dare to do that. So I've seen also cases like this. So some elephants playful, they just rub the stomach, and some can rub the private parts, of the people laugh. This is the elephant show in the zoo that you see. So, but this elephant can give a fantastic kick, very painful. Wow, the tiger also maybe flew a certain distance. So it was afraid already, because I say, oh, this area, the elephant is protecting the animals. I better leave this place. So the elephant managed to scare the tiger away from the place where the other smaller animals were. So that was how the elephant prevented the tiger from attacking the friends. Even though the friends did not accept her. Now, what will happen next? So we go on to slide number 15 now. So 15. So this elephant went back to the other animals. It's all in the same forest. And then the elephants, they know how to track down the other animals. So he saw that they were at a distance away from the tiger because they had run away, isn't it? So then he reassured the animals and he told them what happened. How he confronted the tiger, appealed to the tiger not to attack these small animals, right? Not to kill them. But the tiger did not want to listen. He told the friends. So she said, I gave the tiger a big kick, the strongest kick. And the tiger was growling in pain, he fell a certain distance, and then he quickly ran away. He was scared already because he was afraid that I also could harm him or attack him. So he didn't want to be in this area already. So when he told the other animals who had rejected him or her as a friend, remember? The monkey, the rabbit, the frog, and the fox, all rejected. So now these animals realize their mistake. They now realize that he was such a good animal. She saved their lives. So, and then the other animals also probably came, but these were the animals in the story. So let us now go on to number 16. Number 16. That is 16. So when the animals gathered around, including the bear also, and some other animals also, the news spread very fast. So they heard what the elephant narrated about her encounter with the fierce tiger and how she in the end managed to drive the tiger away. Wow, the animals actually were very grateful really. They wanted to say thank you. They said thank you also. And then also they told the elephant happily, they were very happy. You are truly a good friend to have. Then of course now all of them accepted the elephant as a very good, faithful friend, kind-hearted, gentle, always willing to help, a lot of metta and compassion, not selfish, all the good qualities. So the elephant stayed with all the friends and they were very happy staying in the forest together. Now, of course, I put two animated images showing some of the animals. Those in the preschool, if you are watching, you might want to know the names, the giraffe, the elephant, you have here a cheetah, and here you have a parrot, and then here you have a panther, the black panther. Then you have a rhinoceros, and you have the zebra. Then you have a peacock. Wow, you can learn about so many animals, especially for preschool. Then, of course, you have the famous monkey. Then you have a swan also with a long neck. Wow, these two pictures show so many animals that you can learn. You know the names in English. So let us now come to the end, which is slide number 17, where you can learn very important moral lessons as well as Dhamma. So let us move on to slide number 17, which is the most important slide in terms of Dhamma lessons, and it is the last slide. There are 4 lessons to learn, moral lessons, and you can say also Dhamma teachings, because there's a lot of Dhamma in this slide. So in Malay, we say pengajaran moral untuk dipelajari, to learn. So when you learn these moral lessons, then you are building up your character. You have good conduct. Then you have many benefits because you have good morality. And people like you. You can relate well. You can interact well with other people. Your family members like you, your friends, your teachers, all people. You find that students that have these good moral values are well liked. Whereas on the other hand, if the students do not follow good moral rules, they lie, they fight, they don't want to listen to the teachers, they are not punctual, and then they are greedy, easily get angry. All these are not good character traits, isn't it? Do you think people will like such students? You find it, teachers also don't like this sort of students. They give them a lot of trouble. And they disturb the lessons in class. And the friends also try to avoid them because they will say the wrong things and do the wrong things. They will scold people, blame people, all the bad traits and bad habits also. So let us learn these 4 important lessons, and they will help you. These lessons all will help you. The first lesson, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Now you have a look at the background and you can see some of the animals. Now, the first one actually is a proverb. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Now, of course, you have to choose our friends carefully. There are friends who are not true friends. They just make use of you. When you have a lot of money, you can give them treats, you can give them or share with them the toys, all these, they crowd around you. But the moment they find that you are poor already, you don't have many things to offer them, you can't give them treats, they run away already. These are fair weather friends, they are not good friends. Whereas a true friend is of good character. The friend will always help you, right? They will always help you when you're in need, under all sorts of circumstances. These are the good friends that you have to find. Just like the elephant in this story. So caring, gentle, kind, helpful, right? Thinking of the others, compassionate, all these qualities. So remember, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Yang baik adalah kawan sesungguhnya. That means they're having very good hearts, kind-hearted and so on. So this is the first important lesson. And remember just now I said already, if you can find such good friends, then it's good to have friends that help you in so many ways. In your studies, right? To play with you, and also to share knowledge with you. So many ways they can help you. And when you have problems, you have good friends to talk to, and they can also discuss intelligently. So good to have friends. But if you cannot find such friends, now this is not easy to find good true friends. Many are naughty, they don't really want to help, they can be quite stingy, selfish. Then the Buddha also said, if it's like this, it's better to be alone than to mix with the bad friends. Why? Because these bad friends can lead you to dangerous situations and they can cause you harm. And in the end, you will suffer. So don't think that, I can convert them. You cannot, because you don't have the good enough knowledge and the capability. So better to avoid this. In fact, the Buddha said, do not associate with foolish ones. That means the people who don't follow the Dhamma, of bad character. Follow the wise, associate with the wise one. And I would add, associate with the wise and the ones with good morality that will help you. So that is this first important lesson. I think I have posted also a few presentations of what are the qualities of a good friend, good friendship. You can check the previous presentations either on YouTube, on SlideShare, and you think about them and you develop these good qualities and you turn out to be a very good person with lots of friends, with lots of people who like you. So that is this first important lesson. Now let us look at the second one. Don't judge a book by its cover. You find the story, these so-called friends, initially you have the, the monkey, the fox, the frog, right? The rabbit. So all of them just judge by certain criteria which are not proper or good. They judge according to physical appearance, right? So sometimes you see that this is a proverb. Let's say you have a book, and you say, oh, yeah, this book, the cover not good one, is a lousy book, but you have not read the contents inside, isn't it? So then you don't want to have anything to do with the book, but you have to study the contents and everything. But most people tend to judge just on the outside. Oh, that person is very handsome, or that girl is very beautiful, or she's very rich, all this. So using all the wrong ways of judging. And then later on, they find, well, terrible things happen. These people are of bad character and so on. So very important is the character, isn't it? So don't jump to just very, very superficial conclusions. Just because the elephant cannot help it. Elephant is an elephant. It has a big body. It's heavy, but it can do many things that the others cannot do. He can, fetch people from place to place. He can carry loads of things. All right. So many things that elephants can do also. So each person has a role to play. So most important is don't judge just by on the surface. And people always want to judge based on what they think. They want things to be like themselves, very egoistic. You cannot jump like I do. You cannot run very fast to go into the barrow. Right? And then you cannot swing from tree to tree. All sorts of things. That's not the way. So that's a very important thing you have to note. Don't judge a book by its cover. There was this very interesting story about the hunchback of Notre Dame. There's a movie. So this beautiful lady went to the cathedral, a big church in France. So living there was a very ugly hunchback. Hunchback. So deformed. So many people will avoid that, avoid this person because you so ugly, hunchback, and so on. They just judge by a cover only, you see. But then this hunchback, he was very kind. He did not harm anybody. So somehow or other, this beautiful lady noticed him, So, and then somehow or other, the lady, also kind-hearted lady, began to talk to him. One of the very few, probably the only one, talked to him and found out that actually he's a very good person. Very kind, gentle, just like the elephant. Speaks very, very good speech. No scolding, no harsh words. Wow. Then the lady was taken by the hunchback because of his good character. So she was closer to him already, became good friend, and then she jatuh cinta. She fell in love with him. And to cut the story short, it's a story lah. And in the end, she married the hunchback, and they live happily ever after. You have stories like this, but the message is good. The message is there are very, very important qualities we have to look out for. Among them, we'll see later on the character. But many people are just taken by the outlook or the physical appearance. Wow, so beautiful. You see this person so beautiful, and will chase the girl. But you don't realize that this girl has a temper like the devil. And she very greedy one. Always thinking of things for herself, for her own good only. But this man has got blind already in a way, blinded by the beauty only. And then some just rush in and court the girl and then marry her. Then later on they will meet with hell. The marriage will be a terrible thing, always quarreling and so on. That's why there is a saying, beauty is skin deep on the surface only. So there are very important qualities you have to look out for. So there are two important lessons already that you have learned, right? Now let us go on to the third one. Good friendship is not based on race, religion, or physical looks. Yes. So don't think that a friend must be of this race. Yeah, this race of another race, his skin is so dark one. That is terrible. There's discrimination, racist. Among all races, you have all types of people. There are good people, there are greedy people, there are people with very bad tempers, right? People are selfish, all types, but there are also people who are kind. And this is not of one race only. All races, whether you're Chinese or Malay or Indian, all these are labels only, right? Or Punjabi and so on. So when you look for friends, do not just use the criterion of race. This one, another race, you see his skin color, or her skin color not the same as mine. I'm very, very fair. Why the fella is so dark? Or why the fella's hair is this color? Why the fella is so fat? Why is the fella of another religion? I cannot be the friend. Well, that is terrible. So when you discriminate based on race, religion, and the physical looks, then there will be disharmony. In your mind, you have ill will. You have anger towards other people. You have aversion. You have enmity. And this is not something good for your mind. So if a person practices Dhamma well, he will not be like that. To have jealousy or anger towards another person, prejudice, having ill will, dislike, hatred. Then after that, they say, this race A are all no good one. Oh, that's terrible. You are generalizing. How can you say one race is not good? I say that all races, in all countries of the world, you have all types of people. People who are kind, people who are greedy, and all sorts, as I say. But one common thing among many people is they use the physical appearance. And some just get friends who are famous, who are wealthy and rich. This person, wow, he has a big house, and his house, outside there's a very fantastic swimming pool, and then also, you see, he has this, he has that, his mobile phone, iPhone, latest model, wow, they look up to all those things. But they don't ask, is he kind? Is he of good character? Is he polite? Is he patient? Is he helpful? They never consider all those things. They only are attracted by the external things, physical looks and worldly possessions, but they don't realize the more important things will be your character, the good qualities that you have inside you, the type of mind that you have, metta, compassion, and so on. Because eventually these are the things that matter. Good look, young and handsome, but then you can grow old and become ugly also. If you are rich, then one day also you can become poor. If you are very famous, wow, dancer, singer, then as years go by, there are others who are better. And then the time comes that you are nowhere. You are not popular, you are not famous anymore, so you fall. These are changing things. Whereas if a person has a good character, he carries with him, not only until he's old, if he really practices well, sustain that good character, then the next life, future lives, he will be reborn also in good states and have good characters. So now you know how to look for good friends, valuable friends, right? So a good true friend is a real treasure. Now let us go on to the last one. Now we list some of those good qualities of a good friend. There are many. There are many, as I've done in the presentation. The A to Z will be of a good friend. So many qualities, but I have listed here some very important ones. Good friends have virtues. Virtues will be the opposite of vices. Virtues means the good qualities, the good human qualities, the good qualities in the character. Whereas a person that does not have virtues are immoral, he has bad qualities, vices, he practices, bad things, drinking, taking drugs, smoking, driving recklessly, right? Lazy, very rude, all the bad things. And these sort of people will meet with more problems and trouble, not only in this life, but in future lives. So that's why it's important to cultivate the virtues. And that's why we have a Buddhist Sunday school to develop this. But sad to say, many don't come. And the parents have a very important role to play. So the parents, they will come and tell the parents, 爸爸妈妈我不要去佛学班了，没有学的什么东西的。Alright, because they want to play with the games in the iPad or smartphone or watch YouTube and so on. There is a time for this, but there is a time for you to learn the Dhamma and develop the character. But sad to say, even many parents don't realize this. Until the time comes, they regret it. So what are the good virtues that have to be developed? I've listed here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First is kindness, right? A language that everybody understands, whether you are of this religion or that religion. So if you are kind, not only to other people, but to all beings, to animals also, you won't harm them, just as you yourself would not want to be harmed. So likewise also, you must be kind to others. Opposite will be a very cruel person, bad character. He can really assault you, hit you, fight with you, torture you even, and then kill you also. But if a person has great kindness, he won't do any of those things. On the contrary, he will help you. He will do things that will benefit you to make you more peaceful and happy. This is a very important quality for all religions. And love. In this case here, it's not the 感情 love, no. 我爱你，你爱我的 love. It is more metta, goodwill, benevolence. Loving kindness will be a good translation, right? Metta like the mother's love, right? Whatever it is, the mother will still love you, you see. So that sort of love. So we have emphasized this in our Sunday school also. Every time after the service, you will do Metta Bhavana, the meditation on loving kindness for a few minutes. And I have also done a posting on that, 11 benefits that you can get when you practice Metta Bhavana, on and on. Then related to Metta is compassion or Karuna or 慈悲. Always having this really empathy or really concern, wanting to relieve the suffering of another person. You see, a person no food to eat, the clothes so terrible, in tatters, worn out. Then you want to help, you want to relieve the suffering, so you give them some food. So you do something to make his suffering less. So that is a compassionate person. Whereas metta is to think goodwill, to think all the good things for him, to be friendly to him, to be kind and so on. Compassion is more active, you really step forward and help. So these two are very important qualities that you look for in a true friend. Morality, of course. Would you want to make friends with a terrorist or with a gangster that, may make use of you to smuggle drugs, make use of you to do wrong things, very shameful things. So very important. When you come across one person whom you want to be a friend, look out for this thing of morality. Does he observe good moral values? As Buddhists, of course, you have to observe the 5 precepts. So if he is immoral, like for example, he likes to go and kill the animals, hunting, or he always tells lies, or you see him always drinking until mabuk. He starts with smoking first. After that, he goes to worse things, drinking, and then drugs. And then some of the fellas do all those things like molesting the girls and all those stuff, no respect for people's integrity, modesty, no, then these people are not following good moral rules. Then you better shun them, avoid them. Not because they are not clever, no, but because they are immoral people. These are what we call the foolish ones who don't follow the Dhamma. That's the meaning of foolish. Not because you didn't go to university, not that. Some go to university also can be terrible and become terrorists also. So it's a morality, understanding. That means you understand the problems of other people, right? You don't get angry, you have forgiveness, right? And then also you are always willing to do the dana to anybody in need. So understanding other people, sometimes you find these people have certain problems, so they may lose their temper and so on. And you also should not get so angry and then bear that grudge and never forgive. You understand, poor fellow is having a tough time. So I will help him to get over his trouble and so on. So this is an important thing of understanding other people, to understand the relationship laws. When you understand the relationship laws, then you get along better with all people, respect other people, apologize when you are in the wrong, and always be forgiving. Don't hold in your heart all the ill will, the hatred, the anger, the dangerous to hold in your heart, to let go. And of course, one of the most important qualities is wisdom. It's quite difficult to define wisdom. Wisdom is not cleverness. A person may get all the A's, but they still can do foolish things, wrong things also. A person that has wisdom, 智慧, that means he knows what are the proper things that should be done, what are the things that should not be done. He is righteous. He knows the morality rules. And then the mind is clear. He can think very, very well to do the right things that will benefit him and others, not being selfish. So the wisdom is one of the most important qualities a person must have. So if you find a friend that has good wisdom, he can give good advice and he can solve problems very well because his mind is strong, clear, calm, steady, because he practices the Dhamma. So the wisdom is growing. So when a person has wisdom, you find he brings benefits to many other people that he associates with. He's able to counsel well. He's able to help people to solve the problems. And he himself leads a more happy, joyful, and peaceful life. This is one of the most important qualities, I would say, wisdom. So, to sum up, a good friend for Buddhists will be one who practices the Dhamma well, who follows the Noble Eightfold ardently. That is, I say, in terms of Buddhism. But then also, you have people of all other religions that have many good qualities. They are also, in a way, following many things, the Noble Eightfold Path, but they are not using those same terms, like they practice right speech. They also don't do the wrong actions, right? And then also, their minds are good, steady. So these are the things. So now we have come to the end. It's near to 1 hour already. So Before we say sadhu 3 times, I would like to say this. I hope that the simple story can help you to learn very important Dhamma messages and teachings that will benefit you. And for parents, grandparents, I hope that you can also maybe tell this story to the little ones, some even 3-4 years old, and then also to impart the values, to impart the Dhamma teachings in a very simple, easy to understand way. So this way, then you are on the right path. You are practicing your religion well, and you will bring more peace, happiness, and joy, not only to yourself, but to others. So this is the message. So I would like to thank all those students who are following this presentation, the youth members also, and the parents and grandparents who play a very important role to guide the young ones, to give them proper moral education or Dhamma lessons. And of course, to all those teachers who teach moral lessons, the Dhamma in the Buddhist Sunday school and the Dhamma classes. So to all of you, I would like to express my sincere thanks and sadhu to all of you. So now let us put our palms together and say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful, and may the Dhamma be with all of you always. Take care.